Well, I
was just thinking of hunting. Are
Yeah.
we going outside of hunting? Golf clubs are good. I thought this was a hunting podcast.
Yeah.
Where
Callaway.
we at? Yeah.
Callaway
Yeah.
makes a good driver.
Yeah, it's all in the
Okay.
hips, baby.
I see
mean,
where AR-15 may not be hunting related.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Well, I mean.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Outcast Hunting Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. And look, you need to listen to this whole episode because if you listen at some point during the episode, we're going to give you full details on how you can enter for a chance to win, I got it that time, this Vortex Rangefinder. It's a Diamondback HD 2000. We were lucky enough to get Vortex to send us this to help promote the episode. The whole episode today is going to be our top 5 gifts that we would recommend for someone in your family that hunts. So if you're a wife, hopefully you'll get some ideas from this episode on presents that you can get your husband. And this is perfect time for this episode because we're coming up on Christmas.
This is good for wives, girlfriends.
Yeah.
It's even good for the guys to listen to. If you don't have the product we're talking about, then you may want to go out and get it.
Yep. So stick around, listen, throughout this episode. Because at some point during the episode, we're going to give you all the details on how to win this rangefinder. And a huge thank you to Graham at Vortex for sending this to us to help promote the episode. So with that being said, Jansen, you're going to go first. What is item number 1 on your top 5?
Item number 1 is going to be, is it okay if I look at my phone this time?
Yeah,
guys?
it's okay.
Because I made note of this.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So mine's going to be... mine's going to be a piece of clothing that I like.
Of course it's clothes.
Yeah, it's going to be clothing.
Bougie.
That
I
I
didn't do
discovered.
clothes on mine because I knew that he would.
Guys, bougie. I figured it'd be a hair product that we were going to do.
Hey, you want to talk?
Oh,
You
yeah.
should go ahead and show.
I'm not
Go ahead and
taking
show
my
your.
hat off.
No, show it. Show it. Talon's haircut, man. He's joining the Marines. The few, the proud.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Thank you for your service.
he don't like America's when he's saying that.
I'm sorry. Jansen is back on his number 1. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
All right. Mine is clothing. But I discovered this clothing about, I'd say, 2 seasons ago. Element Outdoors really stepped their game up. This is a clothing that don't cost a whole lot of money, but it does the job. I mean, it does it really good. So mine is a fleece material. They're bibs. They're called the Squall midweight pants. They come with suspenders. You don't have to wear the suspenders, but they are. And are we gonna put can we throw a picture up there for these guys?
Yeah, we can throw a picture up.
Whatever product we talk about, we'll throw a picture up so you can.
And I will also
navigate where to get it.
I'll have a link in the description because I'm thinking about YouTube here. So if you're listening on a podcast platform, go to the YouTube video, Outcast Hunting, and we'll have links below for each of these products where people can go to it. And anyway, and we're not affiliated with them, so we don't get anything. This is really just good ideas.
This is just us trying to help you guys out.
And hey, finish what you said about Element. I have one thing to add about it.
Yeah, so Element, it's a fleece material. They've held up really good. I've drug deer out the woods through briars, everything else. They've held up. I mean, they're great. It's a great product. It keeps you warm. Like I said, it's a fleece material. It's really thick, so it's going to be good for them cold days. It's also bottomland camo. I don't know if they have another camo pattern. I think they got solid colors, but you got options on there. So if you want to go on there and check that out, that's my number 1 because I love them. Every time I go hunting, if it's a cold day, that's what I wear. I know a lot of guys, I'm not dissing on Sitka, but Sitka can be a little expensive if you hunt down here in South Alabama. This is just something that does just as good, in my opinion, and it gets the job done.
I'm going to keep this real short, but Element Outdoors. So Levi Morgan, and if you don't know, that's a big name in the bow hunting world and archery world. Everybody knows who Levi Morgan is if you are in that space. He used to be with First Light, which is another big company or clothing company.
Mm-hmm.
He was with them for years, and he just recently left First Light, and he is now a sponsor.
I saw that the other day.
Element sponsors him.
Like we said, we don't get anything for this, but Element
Yeah.
really stepped their game up.
Yeah. And he made the comment that one of the things that I forget how he said it, so I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he basically alluded to how much markup there is on a lot of these clothing items. He said it's crazy.
Yep.
All right. Can I get my number one?
Go ahead with it.
Anything else you want to say on the
No,
element?
that's it.
All right. This is kind of a give me probably, but I don't know of a guy that hunts that would not love to have a cell camera.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just kind of a give me. And you can't have too many of them.
I was about to say, it don't matter how many you got, you can always use another.
Yep. And again, we're not getting anything for saying these products, but my go-to, I used to be a Spy Point guy just because they were cheap and they offered a free plan. I know. And I will say, though, I've started having more bad luck here recently in the past couple of years. And during that, I have started transitioning to the Moultrie Edge cameras. And they have the Moultrie Edge 2 now. They even have a Moultrie Edge 3. And I don't know what
When did it come out? Recently?
Very recently.
I was about to say, because I got the Moultrie Edge 2 last year.
That's right.
Like at the end of the year.
I don't know what the new features are on the 3s.
So
but
if I'm not bad mistaken, I think there's like a map or something that you can like on the app that you can like.
GPS, that is one of the things.
GPS map on there. I mean, there's several different things that it's just an upgraded version of the Edge 2.
Yeah. I really like them. They're good cameras for the money, especially because they're only about $50. Well,
I think you can pick up.
They may be more expensive than that right now, especially if you go with the Edge 3s, but somewhere between 50, 60, $70.
I believe, if I'm not bad mistaken, I believe you can get an Edge 2 right now for like $79.99 for a 2-pack. Mm-hmm. If I'm not bad mistaken, they were running a good deal there for a little while. I don't know if that deal's still going, but you may want to check on that. And
the best thing about these cameras is you do not have to have an SD card.
Yes.
It's all internal. It's cloud storage. So
that's a lifesaver.
I think another thing that would be cool, gift-wise, goes along with that, is if they already have a camera or cell camera, they could pay the subscription, like for the year or something.
That's a good idea, too.
You know, you can do this because you have to subscribe with the cameras, as a package, and you can get the subscription for them too. That's pretty neat because that is expensive.
You will gain brownie points with your husband if you say, "Hey, baby, I want to pay your subscription for one of your cameras for 1 year. I believe it'll run you about $120. That's not much for Christmas, if you ask me, but I guarantee you he would very much appreciate that.
But after he pays for everything he pays for, his feed, his all that kind of stuff.
Last thing I'll say about them is I think they're very economical in the price that you pay for the camera, the physical camera, but the data plans really aren't all that bad. The ones that I run, because I have more than one, you can pay, I think it's $35. Y'all can correct me, for the first camera, and this is unlimited that I'm talking about. For the first camera, any camera after that is $8, and which the more cameras you have, the better the deal that is. But that's a really good deal.
Yeah. So that is the Moultrie Edge.
Yeah. Yes. And no certain like phone services either. It works with any phone service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the women that don't know if they're watching this podcast.
Yeah.
It
actually picks up the best cell signal, whether you have AT&T, Verizon, anything like that. They step their game up really good on that.
And I've had 2 or 3 people ask me this in the past, like, not recently, but just at some point in the past. But you do not have to do anything with your phone carrier when you get these. Some people, they see that it works off Verizon or AT&T, and they think that they have to add that to their phone bill. It has nothing to do with that. All you do is just scan a barcode in, or that's on the camera, and it'll set it up like that.
Yeah.
But
very easy, very simple.
Yeah, very simple. All right, Talon, your go.
Mine's kind of basic too, but it's off the top of my head because I personally had this issue after I got my bow and
off
stuff.
The top of his head because he didn't make a list.
I didn't make a list.
We've been planning this episode for about 3 months.
I like to keep it natural. I like to keep it natural.
Right.
But mine would personally be, and this might
they don't need to know that.
This might be.
I'm kidding. Go
ahead.
What
are you talking about? They don't need to know what?
Go ahead. I'm in middle school.
But mine would be a rangefinder because I know after I bought.
Oh man, you can't tell her.
Whatever. What? He just saw a rangefinder here. He's like,
well, I was going to go with binoculars.
His next one will be a headset for your camera and your podcast that you're starting.
What he really wants is Madden 2K whatever for his PlayStation.
Yeah. Anyways, it would be a rangefinder because not really many people think about that after they buy a bow and stuff like that, or if they're new to getting into hunting, they don't really think about a rangefinder. But I mean, and it's not that expensive. It is expensive after you buy all your bow stuff and you want to go hunting. So, but a rangefinder is something that is needed
Well, now look,
when bow hunting and stuff.
if I can just, if I can add to that, you don't have to get a high dollar.
No, you don't have to get this.
Yeah.
because
This is a very nice, for whoever
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
know, this is a very nice rangefinder. This is not the highest grade they have, but it's also not the lowest grade they
You
have.
can also use rangefinders for golf.
Matter of fact, this is the exact rangefinder that I
Multiple
have.
use.
Good point.
yeah.
So it's a multiple use thing.
multiple use thing.
But this rangefinder is the exact rangefinder that I use in the deer woods today. It's the,
Even if golf, archery, those are two things that you definitely need a rangefinder with. But I've taken my rangefinder when I was hunting with my rifle too, because I remember one time in particular I made a shot and I wondered how far that was. And when I got to the deer, I ranged the shooting house that I was in 250 yards.
I did that exact same thing when Talon, you shot Houdini last year, year before that. 223 yards. I stood exactly where you was. I ranged back towards the shooting house that you shot him out of. 223 yards.
So I'm gonna since Talon said a rangefinder, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the link below to this rangefinder. But what I want to add is you don't have to spend a bunch of money on this rangefinder. There are some good ones on Amazon as well. As a matter of fact, my ma-in-law got me a rangefinder several years ago before I upgraded to a Vortex, and that thing works great. As a matter of fact, sometimes the rangefinders will be different from model to model, and it was the exact same yardage and worked. It gave me the same readings as my new Vortex.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are options. I'll leave both of those links below. Anything else you want to add about the rangefinder?
That was it.
All right. He's thinking about his number 2 now.
Hey, by the way, I didn't know this. Maybe y'all did. I didn't know this. You cannot shoot a rangefinder through your truck window. I tried to do that the other day. I was trying to see the distance of something. You cannot do that. I don't know
makes
if I've
sense.
ever tried that. But it will not. It'll tell you, like, you'll shoot through it, and it'll say, like, 70 yards, and it's, like, 200 yards.
Really?
It just gives you a random thing. Because you'd think it'd stop at the windshield and say, like, 3
Must
foot.
be some magnifying something
I have
in
no
that
idea.
glass
Yeah,
that
but you can't
stops
do it. So that's kind of crazy. I thought my rangefinder was broke. So if anybody's out there thinking their rangefinder's broke, get outside of your truck and try it.
Yeah, don't shoot the deer out of your truck. Like Talon. Anyways, so my number 2 on the list is binoculars. Every guy, what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Every guy needs a good set
Basic.
of binoculars. Here's the deal. Here's why you need a good set of binoculars. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to hunt, but if you get a good pair of binoculars, and I'll tell you the best ones that, or the ones that I like to use, is the Diamondback HD 10 by 50 is what you should get. I think I've got an 8 by 40, 40 or 8 by 50 or 8 by 48 something. Anyways, but the Diamondback Vortex HD binoculars, I would do 10 by 50. That's a good bow hunting pair of binoculars, as well as a good rifle pair of binoculars. But the reason I say that is because I've been told my whole life, and I have left them at the house several times when I went deer hunting, and it bit me in the butt. At low light times of the day, late in the afternoons, early in the mornings, when that big buck is walking across that food plot, early in the mornings, late in the afternoons, right at low light, and you can't really see what he is. You can't see if it's the buck you're after or if it's a decent buck and you want to shoot him. The problem is when you look through your scope, sometimes our scopes don't draw light as good as binoculars do. So if you'll carry a good pair of binoculars for the guys, women, if you'll get him a good pair of binoculars, I guarantee you he'll take them in the woods. He'll appreciate it. But a good pair of binoculars is always a must, in my opinion, when I go into the deer woods, because it helps out in low light situations. It also helps out when they're coming through the woods and you want to see if it's that buck that you're actually after or what's running them does or whatever. It just gets you out there a little bit better. So I think they would really appreciate some binoculars. I believe these binoculars run around $300.
He don't believe it. He just looked at it. They're $300.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, true. But I don't know if they're running the deal on them right now or not. I don't know, because if you'll watch, Vortex will run some good deals on some of their equipment.
Like Black Friday is always a great
Yeah,
time to get it.
absolutely. So they'll run good deals on some of their stuff. But you're looking at around $300 for this pair of binoculars. It's a great pair of binoculars. I don't think you could go wrong with them. The thing is, I think they're just as good as some of the ones that are running up to $800 to $1,000. Now, I'm not saying they're as good, but I'm saying they do just as good. And especially in South Alabama, if you're hunting deer around here, now it's a different ballgame if you're looking on mountaintops. I can completely understand that, but it's an outstanding pair of binoculars. They hold up well. Like I said, I think that's a must in the woods.
I have things to add.
Go ahead.
But the reason I have things to add is that's my number 2.
Oh, man.
I wrote binoculars / rangefinder. Talon.
What?
I'm joking. Binoculars.
I'm looking at my list. I'm adding to my list.
Look at Chat GPT in a list over
No,
there.
I'm not Chat GPT.
That's cheating.
All right, binoculars or rangefinders. I agree with what Jansen said. So with the rangefinder, I gave the idea that you could go a cheaper route than the Vortex. But I've had the cheap binoculars, and they do okay. They keep you from having to look through your scope at something, I guess, if you're rifle hunting anyway, is what I was thinking. But a good pair of binoculars, there's nothing like them. Man, you can night hunt with those things, and you can... Nobody? I'm joking, obviously.
No, he's not.
Well, I was about to say, I
I'm
don't know
joking.
about that,
But hey,
No, he's not.
you can
Diamondback, you don't want your stuff back. You ain't never good.
you can see in low light situations with those good binoculars a lot better than you can the cheaper ones. And even that's even with the entry level Vortex stuff.
Yeah.
Just make sure
I
it's
said
a
Diamondback
good
and that
quality
Vortex.
glass that it's made with.
Yeah.
And they're great and they'll last a long time. Vortex too, I'm pretty sure they have like, I don't know what they call it, but it's one of those no BS warranties. You can send the binoculars or the rangefinder to them, and if it's broken, they'll just replace it.
They'll make it right.
I think no questions asked.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's good. So I won't spend a whole lot of time on binoculars or rangefinders. But there is one thing and I'll make this quick. I have been seeing this thing on the TikTok shop, the spot and scope, and it comes with a mount that, and I say this because it's kind of like binoculars or rangefinder. It's a type of optic. Anyway, it's a spotting scope. It comes with a mount that you can put on your truck window, like we were talking about a while ago, where you can look out, while you're sitting in your truck, glassing. And there's also a mount that you can put your phone on it and record what's
in the spotting scope.
What's in the spotting scope.
That's cool.
So I think those are cool. And they're usually pretty high dollar. And this is, like, coming off the TikTok shop, it's probably going to be a cheap, alternative.
Type stuff.
But it'd be a cool little thing to have.
Yeah.
I kind of wouldn't mind having it if Greeley watches this. What's your number 2?
It can be controversial, I guess. It could go for, well, I mean, to me, because we duck hunt a lot, so it can go for really cold areas and stuff that I think is a good, and Mom typically gets us this every year, and it's a pretty good present. She gets us thermals 2.0s. Great things to have. They are extremely warm. I think it's 2.0s, ain't it?
Yeah.
Or is it 4.0s? Something.
I
One
can't
or the
remember.
other. Anyways,
2.0 or 4.0, we'll put a link up.
Yeah, especially if your husband or boyfriend or whatever likes to duck hunt.
Duck hunt, deer hunt.
Yeah.
What it does is it keeps you from having to layer up so much. That stuff really works. My dad, I think he sold us on that when we was duck hunting.
Yeah.
I had to wear a pair of his one time. They were a little big, but I did not get cold in them. They were really good. So yeah, we'll put that up. That's a good one. Yeah. So thermals, your guys will like thermals, and you can even wear that at work. If you got an outside job, you got a construction job, whatever. Your husband or boyfriend or whatever better than we do, so he can use it at all times. So that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. And I can't remember the name brand of the certain type that he gets us, but I know there's plenty of them out there.
Yeah, we'll put a link up.
But
see if we can't find 'em.
2.0s, I think is what it's called, thermal 2.0s, and they are really good. They're a little thicker than normal thermals, and it prevents you, I think something about the sweat or something like that. It prevents you from sweating, or it captures the sweats, and most of the time
It wicks it away.
Women, if you don't know this, but most of the time if you do get cold, like whenever you're duck hunting and stuff, it's because you layered up so much and you sweat. Yeah, causes you to be cold.
You want us to go ahead and do this?
Let's do it.
That's a good opportunity for us to go ahead and give details on how you can win this Vortex rangefinder. Man, I have to be honest. I really like this thing. and it's
I
very
was this
hard.
close to saying, let's don't give that away.
It's very hard for me to part ways with this.
I think I have the exact same one.
But it's
I
the
love
right
mine.
thing to do. It's the
We all
right thing
do.
to do.
Yeah, I love mine.
Well, I like this one because it's a little beefier than I have the Crossfire, I think is what it's called. It's a little thinner, and this one's beefier. It's more to hold on to, and it has a clip on it.
Yeah, I've got
That's what
that
I
one.
really like.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, all right, so here's what you got to do if you want to be entered for a chance to win this Vortex Rangefinder. Drop a comment below, and in your comment, you need to mention, what do we want them to mention?
Talon's haircut.
Talon's haircut. Say something about Talon's haircut in the comments.
Golly.
It can be supportive. It can be negative. He can take it. He's a grown man.
We assume I can take it. They don't know. I might be depressed about it.
Leave a comment below about Talon's haircut, and also make sure you're subscribed. Okay, those two things. That's simple. That's it.
Yep.
You don't have to do anything else. Comment.
You might get deleted. If it's too
and
hateful.
subscribe.
Might
And
get deleted.
we're at 300. Before I came here, we were at 339 subscribers, and I think our goal should be 500. Like, if we can get 500, man, that's going to be awesome. And then we'll set a new goal after that. But comment, Talon's haircut, subscribe, and you will be entered for a chance to win this Vortex Rangefinder.
Yep.
All right.
So item number 3. Item number 3 for me is going to be, this is what they call, this is not something you go hunting with, but it is something you use to get to your deer woods. It's called a bow buddy. A bow buddy, what it does is you lift up the headrest of your truck or whatever vehicle you're in. You can lift that up, and it attaches to that bar that holds your headrest up in your vehicle. It attaches right there, so your guy is not coming in, throwing his bow on the seat, throwing all his hunting gear on it, knocking sights off, whatever may be happening, bending arrows, whatever. It's aggravating sometimes when you can't find any room, throw your bow in there, or you have to put it in the back of the truck, whatever. And this also keeps you from having to get a hard case, unless you travel to hunt a lot, you need a hard case. But this is something to get from your house to the woods quickly and sufficiently, by not having to throw your bow around all in the truck. You can just hang it. What it is it attaches to that bar. It comes out like a little hook. I believe it works with any bow that you have. I believe it'll work with any bow. So all you got to do is just all your guy has to do is go in there, hang it on that little hook, and it sits right behind him in the truck. When he gets there, he takes off that hook. He goes hunting, and you never have to worry about room in the truck, not throwing your bow down in places and throwing stuff on top of it. So I think that's a really good thing, and it's very, very inexpensive. I believe you can get one on Amazon. It's called Bow Buddy. I believe you can get one on Amazon for about $6 if I'm not. But it's very, very...
I know they're on the TikTok shop.
It's very... Yeah, that's right. It's very effective. It would be something that would be good in a stocking, a good small little gift that says, hey, I love you, whatever. And you can even get him a couple of them. I believe you can even hang your book bag or something on the other seat. I believe you can get a 2-pack for $15 on Amazon. So anyways, that's something that's small. You wouldn't think that, as cheap as it is, it wouldn't be a big time thing, but man, you'd be surprised at how much it helps and how much they'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, I have access to a 3D printer, and I printed something very similar to the Bow Buddy and put it in my truck. Man, that thing's a lifesaver because I have 2 car seats in my back seat, so there's no putting a bow back there. If I lay it down, it's got to be in the floorboard, and then I just didn't like that. So
you always run the risk.
That's a really good idea.
You feel like your sights are off if you're throwing your bow around too much, or you're hoping to God that they're not.
Yeah.
When you're going and getting in the woods and you get in your deer stand, like, bro, I put everything on top of my bow, or I put it in the floorboard. I hit that big bump on the way in. I hope my sights are still on.
Or when you're having to hit brakes and something falls on top of your bow.
Yep.
That's what used to happen to mine.
Absolutely.
That's a good idea. I really like that one. All right, this is kind of another give me, but this is something that I promise, unless your guy is weird, I shouldn't say that, but I think any guy will be happy with this next
Jansen's weird.
suggestion, and that is...
I do have on Vans.
That is... He does.
Yeah.
I got on Vans.
Oh, that don't make you weird.
I skateboarded over here.
All right, my number 3 is this, a knife. Any type of knife.
Golly, I was going to say a knife.
It was so good.
That
I
was my
mean,
next one.
that is
Oh, you
something
can
that
clean with it. You can cut things.
yeah. I mean,
kinds of
there's a
stuff
lot
with
of guys that I used to do this collect knives, and there's so many options out there. So depending on what type of guy you're buying for, he may like the small little bitty pocket knives. Myself, I love the folding type knives, and the one I'm wearing today is not a folding type, but
It's a switchblade.
hey man.
Dude,
So I brought this
that's
one.
It's
a
illegal,
sword.
by the way.
No, it is
that's-
not. No,
That's
it
a
is
pure
not.
sword.
I
Dude's
brought
carrying a
this one
sword in
because
his
this is
pocket.
probably my favorite one. I forget the name of this.
Yeah.
Cobra Tech knives. All right, so yes, it does.
Never mind. Chanson's
Function.
not the only weird one. This guy's carrying a sword in his
It does
pocket.
function kind of like a switchblade.
Yeah.
Okay, because you mash that lever up and it pops up. But what makes this legal? What makes this legal and not a switchblade?
Yeah, let's hear the regulations.
Is the
Because
fact.
it's pushing the line.
Yeah.
It's the fact that if, and I'm not going to do this because I'm not stupid, you can't, when you mash the button for it to come open, if there's any kind of resistance, it pops back down.
Okay.
So you can't go up to somebody and press the button and it go up inside of them and stab
May
them.
cut them a little bit, but we ain't gonna kill them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how
You have to
these
cut
are
just
legal.
like you do a regular knife.
Yeah.
You have to cut from the side. You can't stab.
Right.
I got you.
So,
That's pretty cool, by the
but
way.
it's really cool. I mean, and these are good. These are kind of higher dollar knives. I don't want to put a price on there because I really don't know. I'd be guessing if I said a number right now. But these are cool, and you can get them. This is probably a 5-inch handle, probably a 4-inch blade, and you can get them smaller than that.
I don't know how you
But it
carry that
doesn't
in
have to be
your
that
pocket.
type. Like it can be my favorite brand probably by far is Kershaw.
Yeah,
And,
Kershaw's good.
Their blades are great.
Yeah. And
Gerber's not bad.
yeah.
It's not bad. Not a bad blade. Not a bad.
And
metal.
there's one little component that I saw today and I actually ordered myself one, but I would like to add to this knife idea. And it's a leather sheath. Okay. A sheath is something that it's a pouch that holds the knife, in case you didn't know. But this is a type of sheath that's a piece of leather goes on the belt. And I don't really know how to explain it other than there's no flap to cover it. But you got to have a clip on your knife for
If
this
you've
to
ever
work.
had a lineman sheath or a lineman knife, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's a sheath that goes, and you can even get them to the point where they run with your belt, or you can get them at a 45.
So that's what I liked about this
Yeah.
is this one ran with my belt. So if I don't know if people will be able to see this on camera or not, but if I had that sheath on right now, I could put my knife in this way, and that clip would go around a piece of leather. It's open on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're not limited on what size knife that you can put in it. Anyway, I ordered me one of those things. It was only like $6, and I think that'd be a good little stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I wanted to throw that out there. But a knife, you can't
Melissa.
go wrong.
Melissa. Shout out to Melissa. That's a good stocking stuffer, not candy. Look in there and pull out a
If
stocking.
you want
again-
to go really high on that, you can actually find somebody that makes them sheaths.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys. I think there's a guy in Dothan, if I'm not bad mistaken. I asked one of the linemen that works with us not too long ago. He had a really cool one, but it was at a 45.
Yeah.
On his belt back there, and he had like a buck knife stuck in it. I believe it was a hawkbill knife, but he had it stuck in so he could cut wire when he's up there. And I asked him where he got his sheath from, and he said that a guy in Dothan actually made that sheath for him. It was a really nice sheath. But I do think that he spent a little money on that.
Yeah.
But anyways, what else you got?
That's all I want to say on that. Oh, you were talking Talon?
No, I can't remember what he said.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Again,
I
links will be below in the description for all of these things that we mentioned.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my third thing is, and I know we keep repeating that this might be a gimme, but boots. What are the lightweight ones we wear turkey hunting? What are they called?
Light boots.
Light boots. That's what
Yeah.
the name of light
Oh.
boots. Great boots.
Some of my students told
They're
me
like
about those.
Feather light.
Yeah.
Great boots. I mean,
So I got 2 pair of light boots. That's
Yeah.
how much I like them.
yeah, and especially like a time like this, you're going out to put out your food, your feed, whatever you're doing, put up your cameras, anything like that.
I
you know?
think, if I'm not bad mistaken, I can't remember how much they weigh, but it's like not having anything on. But they actually come up halfway. They're actually knee boots. They come up
LITE.
just under LITE,
Yeah.
light boots.
Yeah.
We'll put a link under there for everybody. But they're not very expensive neither. I think for $100 you can have a pair of them, and you'd be surprised at how warm they keep your feet. They're not insulated as far as insulation inside the boot, but They are made with a certain thickness. The guy that actually made the boots that come out with them, designed the boot, made them to a certain thickness of rubber to make them a certain insulated, I guess you can say, thickness or whatever. But he perfected that to the point where it keeps your feet warm, even though they feel like just regular rubber boots. Outstanding boots. Outstanding. Yeah. Very comfortable, very light.
Turkey hunting.
Yeah. That's one
ideal for turkey hunting.
From if your husband has a saddle, LITE Boots is the way to go, because that means he's probably a mobile hunter. And what I mean by that is he don't stay in one spot. He likes to go here, go there, go where the deer are. He don't just go to a stand, sit there and wait on them. He likes to go.
If they hunt anything public land,
LITE Boots is the way to go, because you're walking a lot. Very light boots. Very, very, very effective.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. I kept wanting to say LITE Boots, but I
was in the market for some boots a little while back because I needed some new hunting boots. But the only reason I didn't get those was because I needed snake boots. I'm scared to death of snakes, and I just want to have snake boots on. And anyway, so that's the only reason I didn't go with those. But I did like them. All right.
Yeah, that was my third. I think I've pretty much gave the best stuff so far.
Yeah.
Without a list.
And if we repeat something on here, we should have said this earlier about the optics. But if we repeat any of these things, then obviously that's a really good gift, probably, because we didn't know what each other was going to say. We should have started the episode with that. But anyway, what's your number 4, gents?
So I'm going back to the clothing items.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you said, yeah.
So I'm going to talk about the jacket that comes with the bibs I talked about earlier in number 1. This jacket is...
So we're going with stuff like that. Well, 6'7". 6'7".
What?
I knew you was going to say that. 6'7". So we're going with... So what am I going? I'm gonna
They're waiting on your item.
Socks next time.
So this is the jacket. It's fleece. Like I said, keeps you extremely warm. It matches the bib pants that you get. Bottom lane camouflage. Like I said, I wear it on cold days. I wear it if I go out in the woods. This is what I have on.
Hurricane, sleet, snow, rain.
That's what it was.
If you listen to our episode,
that was a great
understand.
Go back and watch one of our episodes, and you understand that.
So is it the same brand?
It's called the Squall midweight jacket. Element Outdoors makes it.
Gotcha.
This guy's
it pretty much
elemented out.
I'm telling you, they stepped their game up. That's good stuff. I'm not playing with you. I wouldn't mention it.
Elemental. This guy's elemental.
Yeah. If it wasn't good, I wouldn't mention it. I'm trying to get you guys some good stuff. If you want to buy it for your man.
And affordable.
Or if you want to buy it yourself. If you don't want to wait on your wife to get it, or your girlfriend to get it, or you don't have a girlfriend or a wife, then go get it, because I'm not telling you anything that's not any good. It's very effective. Number 2, if you want to look good, you look good in it. But it's very good stuff. This one actually has the cross zip. So when I really didn't know what the cross zip.
It doesn't bunch up right here.
It goes from the shoulder or from the neck. It goes, and it don't bunch up right here. Yeah. I always wondered why, and I looked it up.
Just in case you're not watching the video, you're on the podcast, which you need to go to the YouTube video and watch it, because that's the only way that you can enter to win the Vortex Rangefinder. But yeah, like jackets, if it zips down the middle, it pooches out at the belly, and this is cross that way, or it goes across your body that way. It doesn't pooch in the middle.
It'll do it. Yeah, so it's out of the way of your bow draw. It's just out of the way of everything. It also has pockets right here that you can put your hands in. It's really good. I actually have a picture in the snow of me and Talon hunting this past year in the snow with this exact outfit on that I'm telling y'all about. Never once got cold. Did I have anything on under it? Absolutely. I had some thermals on under it.
2.0s.
Yeah, and I had I believe it was like a turtleneck fleece. That's all I had. I had a turtleneck fleece under a fleece jacket. Never got cold, nothing, man. It was great. So, anyways, that's my number 4.
Yeah.
That's my number 4 for you guys. And like I said, you can have all this.
Through Christ who strengthens you.
Well, you can have this. So
you can have anything to cross the street.
You can have this whole outfit. You can have this whole outfit for. You're probably looking at about now. Bear with me, for about $400. That's tax and all. You can have this outfit, but we're talking about things that is really good stuff. Looks really good, very effective, and if you go in Sitka, you go in Sheen, you go in any of these other big time things, I'm not cutting them down. I think that's good. I think that's good equipment too. I think that's good clothing. But
biggest selling point for Jansen, looks good. I bet he gets dressed right before he goes hunting, looks in the
good,
mirror,
feel good, play good.
Just like this.
These guys think they're funny, but the problem is why I want to look good when I go out is because I always expect to kill. So I gotta take a picture after that.
Yeah, did y'all hear that? He's got to take a picture after.
I got to take a picture after that, and I know I'm going to, and I always walk out expecting to kill these guys. They never know if they're going to see anything or not, so they just, they throw on a T-shirt and they go.
That's not true for me. Or no, that is true for me is what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm going to see anything or not. Hey, that's changing this year, though. I'll tell you about anyway.
That's my number 4. I think it'd be good.
So we are saying the Element Outdoors, that clothing line is cheaper than a lot of your First Light Sitka stuff. And I almost put this on my list, but I did not. And there's another company out there that is cheaper. I believe they're cheaper than even Element, which is pretty cheap already compared to the prices of the big brands. But it's called Huntworth.
Yep.
The only difference, I believe, in Huntworth clothing versus Element or First Light or Sitka is that you're not going to get a, what do they call it, like an athletic fit.
Mm-hmm.
Where
it's going to be a little more bulky.
Where it's tapered to your body and is more comfortable, really.
Yeah.
It's going to be more of a relaxed fit. So, anyway, it's not as snug on you. And not
so
snug
if you
in
wear
a bad
that,
way.
don't take pictures in it after you kill the deer. But I'm just playing.
It's a lot
that
of the
is
same,
good stuff.
It's a lot of the same
technology.
technology.
A lot of that.
I think it's like Gore-Tex. Is that the name of the patent? Anyway, it's I don't know all these legal terms here, but
it is a little cheaper than Element.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. My dad actually has
and they say it's
some
just as
pants
good.
and jacket, and he actually wears them duck hunting too. Mm-hmm. So it's really good stuff. And we duck hunt in Arkansas. It gets blistering cold, high winds, and he wears some of that Huntworth stuff, and it works really good. It's effective.
So, all right. I kind of wanted to stay away from the clothing because I did know that y'all would cover the clothing. I had confidence that they would pick out clothing items, so I stayed away from it. But there is one item that I feel like I have to mention that I didn't think that y'all would. So I got this present a couple years ago from my mother, and it was for hunting, but I have gotten so many uses out of it besides hunting. So I drive a bus also on top of teaching, and in the morning times a lot, it's cold, and I have a heated vest. I got a heated vest from the one Christmas, a couple Christmases ago. And anyway, the one that I got is a puffy vest. I really just use it when I'm
driving this bus.
I don't, driving that bus.
Or
who's driving this bus?
This bus.
This bus.
When I'm driving, I wear it. If I'm hunting, I wear it. What I'm trying to say is, I don't really. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't look bad at all, but it's not my style of clothing. Mm. It's a puffy vest.
Yeah.
And anyway, but it has heaters inside of it. It comes with a battery pack. You charge it, and it'll, depending on, there's a high, medium, and low setting, and depending on what setting you have, if it's on high, I think it lasts about 5 hours. If I'm not mistaken.
That's not bad at all.
Dude, it is nice. When I killed Santa a few years back, it was cold.
So you're why we didn't get very many presents last year.
Yeah, that's why.
Kids, if you're listening to this, he didn't really kill Santa Claus.
Not that Santa. When I killed that deer a few years ago, it was cold, and I was wearing coveralls, and under my coveralls, I was wearing this vest. And man, the wind was blowing, it was whipping, it was bitter cold, but I was warm.
Yeah.
And it was nice. It helps on the bus drive. Anyway, I wouldn't go the puffy route, but there is one on Amazon that I've seen, and it's in the neighborhood of 70, 80. Who knows? Inflation now, it could be $90. I don't know, but anyway, somewhere in that 70, 80, maybe $90 price range. And it's not puffy. It's more of a thinner fleece, so it wouldn't be as bulky. And I really want one of those. and I think that would be a great gift for anyone too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Longer time in the stand may pay off.
Yep.
What you got? Number 4.
I don't.
He's running out of ideas
Yeah, I'm
because
running
he
out
ain't
of
got a
ideas.
list.
I am running out of ideas, but
And
I
you
do
can't
think.
say a release for your bow because most people's got a bow's got a release. You can't say nothing obvious.
Yeah, I mean I know that, but
Well, there's my number 5.
Are you serious?
I'm kidding.
I was about to say, dang.
No, it's like saying you got to have a trigger on your gun.
Yeah. No, I think that I don't want to be too basic with it or anything like that, but I do think that if you're a girl or a wife or anything like that, you probably don't have the best of ideas whenever you're going to get things in like attachments or anything like that for a weapon or anything like that. But I do think
Keep going.
I do think a great thing for a girl or a woman to get for a husband that is a lot of guys I know are always wanting, but they never have time really to go and look or get it or anything like that. Is and this is more of a duck hunting, turkey hunting type thing. Is a choke for your gun,
Oh my!
an extended choke or anything like that for your shotgun or anything like that. What's wrong with a choke for your gun?
Nothing.
What
I've
I'm
been
sorry,
dying to have a choke.
Huh?
I've
Well,
been dying for a choke.
Really?
He's not a bird hunter.
Oh yeah, this guy only deer hunts. Loser. Who only deer hunts? Anyway, so yeah, a choke for a gun. But the only thing about it is you'd have to find out what type of gun or shotgun that your husband uses. But I mean, the chokes are usually pretty broad. They give like an area of like a 12 gauge or a 20 gauge. And if you just get the name of the gun or the shotgun from your husband, take it to the store, let them know. They'll point you towards the chokes. But with chokes, we always
I don't
shoot.
think their husband would be fishy at all if they ask, "What brand shotgun
Well, I
do
mean,
you have?"
you can do that. You can,
Well, I
you can
think
get
one of
name
the problems
shotgun.
with a choke, and it's not a bad gift.
I will say,
But I
I thought you were
think
going
if I
accessories
was-
for an AR-15 or something. That's what
Oh.
where I thought you were
Well,
going.
I mean, who in the world goes hunting with an AR-15 though?
The government didn't take them from y'all.
Yeah, what? I mean, like I don't shoot an AR-15 at the deer. I'm not
Some
mowing
people
them
do,
down.
though.
I mean, some people do. I guess. This
I would
guy
love
probably
to
does.
be honest with you, but I've never done that. I've never tried it. But
He does.
have you
You
ever
shoot
shot one
AR-15 with an?
with an
A
AR-15?
deer with an AR? No.
I've never
Me
done it
neither.
because I shoot a 223 and I don't shoot
I haven't either.
223.
We did
at-
have a friend that has though.
yeah,
Dylan C shot one with
But I
AR-15.
mean,
before,
outside
didn't
of
a
hunting,
good
though,
buck.
yeah, really
A
good buck.
stud.
Yeah, with AR-15. But outside of hunting, it is.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it could work.
That's why I don't know.
Well, I was just thinking of hunting. Are we
Yeah.
going outside of hunting? Golf clubs are good. I thought this was a hunting podcast.
Yeah.
Where we
Callaway.
at? Yeah.
Callaway
Yeah.
makes a good driver.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the
Okay,
hits, baby.
okay. I see
mean,
where
didn't-
AR-15 may not be hunting related.
Yeah,
Whatever.
well, I mean, I was kind of thinking.
I do,
hunting
I think
stuff.
AR accessories are better than a choke.
Yeah, well,
Why? That's a hunting thing.
I will say, if I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
choke for Christmas, I would say, a choke. Thanks.
he ain't a big bird
He don't
hunter, though.
bird hunt. You can't hold it. You can't.
An
Well,
avocado. Thanks.
yeah,
If I get an avocado, I'm throwing up.
yeah. That
But
is ridiculous.
Here's the thing.
A choke is a great thing to get your hook.
choke
Okay,
is
never mind.
not
Get a
bad.
thermal for his AR-15. Yeah, go find
So-
a thermal scope.
Well, here's the deal.
Or
I'll tell
suppressor.
you with this. Back on topic with the chokes. That's not a bad gift if your husband is a bird hunter, big turkey hunter, whatever. But the only problem with the choke stuff is, if I was a man, I would want to pick it out myself due to the fact that all chokes have different patterns. They have different different
mean, in a
ranges
way,
you
I
can
guess.
reach out. You got a mid range, you got a long range, you got a short range. You got all kind of chokes, and I would be like, let me pick that out.
I
You know
love
what
to
I mean?
pick on Talon.
In a
I love to
way,
pick on Talon, but a choke would be good. It would be good.
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a bad. I mean, I don't think it'd be hard. A mid-range choke. I mean, could go at a 12
will
gauge
tell you-
mid-range
Because
choke.
really, that's probably something that he's not going to buy himself,
Yeah,
but he
I mean,
wants it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to go out of his way to get it, but
Yeah.
it's something that
Yeah.
he would probably
I'll be
use.
honest with you, it would be a very thoughtful gift if you took the time to find out what kind of gun he shoots turkey hunting. Turkey hunting would be the easiest to buy for because you want a full choke. If you go in and say, "Hey, this guy turkey hunts, my husband turkey hunts, my boyfriend turkey hunts, whatever,"
My guy.
or I turkey hunt. Go in, tell the gun shop where you're getting that at. Say, "Hey, what's the best one on the market? That's the one I want to get." You can get a little expensive on chokes, but That's a very thoughtful gift if you want to get that for your husband or your boyfriend, or if you want to get it for yourself, guys that are single, that are out in the woods whenever you want to.
If your husband, is a guy and turkey hunts and duck hunts, and not just deer hunt like this guy. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people just deer hunt. A lot of people just turkey hunt, not deer hunt. I know I was a big turkey hunter more than I am a deer hunter, but I do enjoy deer hunt. I enjoy both, but I just don't do it as much as I do turkey hunting though.
So
was that your number 4?
That was number 4, yes. And number 5 for me, I'm gonna dig deep on this one. So I don't want to say. I don't want to say. I have been picked on this whole time for saying clothing.
Are you
Here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Ralph Lauren Polo, probably.
The barn just about fell down from laughter when I said choke. You'll be all right.
Here's the problem.
Golly.
If your husband or your boyfriend or anything, a lot of guys, unless they're not married, or let's just say whatever, but a lot of the times, your guy don't go out of his way to buy a lot of camouflage. Taylor, for example, he don't wear really, really expensive stuff, but he don't wear the low end stuff. But the reason for that is we've got families.
Golly, shout out Taylor.
Yeah, shot him down.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Well, I'm poor.
Invisalign is where he's getting to. Invisalign's a good buy. Just get Invisalign. It don't have to be hunting stuff.
Hey, look, that's changing this year, though, because I bought some First Light.
Oh, you did?
I didn't tell you that?
He stepped up his game.
I did.
He stepped up his game.
I bought some First Light a few months back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing, and here's the deal. So why did you go that long without buying a good brand of camouflage or something like that?
Because I cannot.
No.
That's expensive.
I cannot. Well, I mean, that is expensive, and it's hard for me.
You just can't make yourself do it.
Here's my mindset.
Here's my thing. Would you have ever, if Greeley would have come home because somebody said, I think Taylor would probably like this whole suit of Element or this whole suit of First Light, these pants, this jacket to deer hunt in, great, keeps you warm. If somebody told Greeley that and she come home with it and gave it to you for Christmas, your size, your everything fit great, would you not have wore it and been like,
oh, heck yeah.
This is great?
Oh, heck yeah.
That's why, because a lot of times men, especially guys that are dads, they can't bring themselves.
Yes.
They can't go in and get a jacket that's $500.
Yes.
And be like and feel good about it.
Yes.
Even though they love it, they look good in it, they love it, it's effective.
And then after
they're like,
they get
man,
it, the
I could have
buyer's
just
remorse.
wore 3 t-shirts and saved that money. But if this was a gift, man, that would be great.
After
you know what I mean?
Kids begging for formula.
After you do
Can't
something
even buy
like
the kid
that, though, the
formula
buyer's
like that.
remorse of it, you're just like, oh, I just spent $200 on this jacket.
When all I had to do was put on
Yes.
2 other shirts and I'd have been just as warm.
But I'm going to put this to the test this year because this is my first time having the premium clothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the way I've always done it is the way a lot of people do it around here. And you just layer up.
Yeah.
But the thing about that is you layer up, you sweat going into the stand, you get wet from that sweat, which makes you even colder. And
how miserable is it when you wake up at 4 a.m?
That's why I don't go hunting in the mornings.
And you got to put on 4 shirts, 4 pairs of pants. You got to try to put your socks on if you can even do that, and it's just get aggravating. So if you can keep from having to layer up so much, it's great. But a lot of you guys have husbands out there that's just like Taylor, like myself, and we sacrifice, even though we know that you're probably thinking he's hunting again. But we sacrifice a lot of the times. But if you was to come home with something like that, man, it would mean a lot.
But also, I'm the type too where even though say that I had the opportunity to buy, say I had $250 and I could get me a piece of First Light clothing or Element clothing, whatever the case may be, or I could get, I don't know, something more fun. Like I could get a tree stand with that money. I think, man, there's stuff that I could use so much more.
Something
than
more
that.
efficient.
Yeah.
Where I can climb this deer stand.
That's
I can move in anywhere.
That's my mindset.
That's right.
It's like I'll use this more anyway.
Like
but
a
it
pair
all
of binoculars, you gonna buy them before you buy your jacket. Why? Because I need a pair of binoculars. I can wear 4 shirts if I have to. But as for a gift for your guy, guarantee you, if you walk in...
Did we ever talk about your number 5? Did you ever say your number 5?
Not yet.
Wow.
We got to get it. But anyways,
so it's
number
close.
5...
After all that, it's socks.
No.
Wool socks, they are outstanding.
white Hanes socks from Walmart.
Outstanding. Put 2 layers on.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
Just in case if you weren't putting on enough layers, add 2 pairs of socks on each foot.
Number 5.
No. All right, number 5 is...
Just because I don't know how much battery we got left.
This time I'm going to steer away from the clothes. We've talked about clothes enough. I've told you a good suit. I'm going to get away. I know, but I was just I wanted the audience to know that's why it would be a good gift. Clothes would be a good gift because your guy sacrifices. Don't buy
That's like the guy giving you directions. Come home with he's like, you know that road right
he was
before
gonna say
that
Burley
one? You don't take that one, you take the next road.
People on this video is like, what's he going to say?
People are saying already. I'm waiting on Jason to say that.
We're going to steer from the clothes. Shit.
Go.
I turned it off.
Number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
Cinco.
Camera's dead.
Number 5 is going to be... I don't really even know number 5. I had 4. I had 4.
Invisalign. No, whitening strips for your teeth if they're yellow.
You want fresh?
It's ridiculous.
You want a nice smile in your picture after you kill the deer, and you want fresh breath.
Yeah.
But no... I was gonna say like a scent killer, but I don't really believe in them. I think your husband, I don't know if he likes that kind of stuff or not.
Now be careful saying that because we just did a podcast with Scott Turner talking about kill drift.
I don't think kill drift is a scent killer. I think that is an attractant. I think that brings them in rather than trying to hide your scent. So
yeah,
that's totally different. I believe kill drift will work because it's an attractant just as much as a cover up. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes it's scent away stuff.
Yeah,
bro. If you don't take a bath in that stuff and not shower for weeks, you're still gonna smell like yourself.
Yeah.
You know. But so I'm not even gonna say that. But you go with your number 5. Come back to me, and I'm gonna think of a really good one.
Well, since we mentioned the kill drift, okay, I really do think this was not on my number 5 list, but I did want to do a little honorable mention. I do think the kill drift would be a good idea because it's a different type of scent product. So one of the things that we like about the kill drift is if you use those wicks that you put in the trees, okay, you're gonna have a bottle of pee that you use with that wick, okay, and it's going to drop on the ground, and that scent is going to stay in the woods. But with the kill drift,
I don't know if you can see it or read it, but
with the kill drift, when you leave the woods, it leaves the woods. And
absolutely.
And the way it works, so Jansen was holding up the he calls this the drifter.
Yeah.
And it's
it says it on the side.
So I hesitated saying it like this with the podcast that we were doing with him because I didn't want him to get in trouble, but we can say it. But think of the drifter as a battery powered thermocell, and he makes the drifter. And it comes with a battery. You can get extra batteries. As a matter of fact, we're using one of the batteries to run this podcast right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, and
neat.
So you can put mosquito pads in this drifter and have your mosquito protection, or you can buy his pads like it's designed to be, his scent pads. He has one that's called deer dander. He has doe estrus.
All kinds.
He has acorn.
Yep.
Anyway, and the idea behind it is the molecules. Something about the molecules and the vapor. Anyway, he made the comment in our video, and I believe him, that he hasn't been busted in 3 years.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the biggest things is like what I just mentioned real quick, like was it's an attractant, also a cover scent, but it's an attractant more than it is. And like Taylor's little comment that he made is when this scent leaves the woods, it leaves the woods. It don't stay behind. Like your doe estrus, you pour doe estrus out. For the next 2 days, it's going to smell like doe estrus in that spot you pour your doe pee out at. The deer are going to get used to that smell and know that, hey, there's nothing there. When this leaves the woods, you leave the woods, this leaves the woods, everything leaves the woods, the scent leaves the woods. When you go back in, it's just like a new deer back in there again. It's like an attractant more than it is a cover scent or a scent killer. It's more of an attractant. Even the smells that's not doe pee is something that is makes the deer, I guess like if you pour corn out, the deer smells it for the first time after the summer. If you've ever noticed, the deer will come almost immediately because they're curious about what that smell is.
Curiosity is the key here.
That's right. It's curiosity.
And two, I think, scent killer, I don't think it can be done.
No.
All right, but cover scent?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be something that maybe mask your scent just enough where the deer are curious to want to come check this out.
If you want to see more of this or get more information on this, watch our previous podcast. It's the one right before this one.
And
we explain a lot of things, and the guy that actually invented this, he explains it on that podcast. He was a guest we had on that podcast.
And we tell stories. I shared a story. You haven't used it yet. I've used it in the past. I share some stories about a hunt that I had with it, and he shares some stories as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really good product. You can get it online. I'll leave a link below, and he can ship it to you. But he also has dealers in the area.
Mm-hmm.
I know the area that we're from here in Covington County, except for Fletcher's. He said that Fletcher's doesn't carry the drifter or anything. So if you go to Fletcher's, ask them to get it.
Yeah,
ask them
absolutely.
to get it. So that would be a good gift, no doubt. But the number 5 that I wrote down, I got this for Christmas last year from my mother. She gives good gifts now that I'm thinking about it.
Dang, your mom. Tell her I'm looking for a good gift too.
Melissa's
I was not expecting this gift when she gave it to me, and she gave one to Chase too, my brother-in-law. A deer cart.
Oh yeah.
And I wrote down /sled because the whole point.
After I heard deer cart, I was going to say sled.
The whole point in the cart or the sled is if you kill a deer, you can put the deer in this cart or sled, and it's easier to get it out of the woods instead of dragging it on the ground like we did that time where we about killed ourselves, and I thought I was having a heart attack.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a good deer, though.
It was a good deer. 200 pounds. I mean, it was heavy bringing it through the woods. And what made it worse is all the tiny saplings that was growing everywhere that we had to drag it through. Made it feel like it was 500 pounds.
It was terrible.
But anyway, maybe it's not for everybody because there's a lot of people, the way they hunt, it's food plots. They can drive their truck or four-wheeler right up to it.
Yep.
They might not need a deer cart, but for the way I hunt, it's going to come in handy. Anyway, I've even used it to take corn to spots.
Absolutely. I was going to say, it don't have to be for a deer.
Yeah.
It can be for other equipment that you're carrying in or whatever you want it for, you can carry it in.
But if he's hunting public land,
it's the ticket.
I think that would be good.
That's the ticket.
So,
yeah,
that's my number 5.
What you got with number 5?
Last thing I got, really critical thing, a lot of people don't have, they can keep in their truck, they don't keep with them, is a flashlight. A good flashlight.
That's the best one
Top
he's had
of the
all
line.
night.
That's crazy. Mine's been the best out of everyone. Everybody's here. But I will say a flashlight is a killer thing, and a lot of people don't carry it with them in their trucks. And then in the moment of looking for a deer or anything like that, they always need a flashlight. So a flashlight, I think, is a... And I'm not big on flashlights. I don't know, like, the greatest flashlight to have or the worst flashlight to have. I'm sure... Could you tell them any special flashlights that are very good?
Surefire is a really good brand, but it's kind of high dollar.
Really and truly, if you go to any of the hunting stores around here,
yeah, I feel like most of them have pretty good.
You can look at the lumens, and you can even ask the guy, ask him what the best flashlight is for blood trailing, for tracking out. They'll tell you.
There's there's one on Amazon that I really like. It's called Olight, and you can get, there's different price ranges. You can go as low or high as you want to go, and they're really good lights.
Can even go with a headlamp.
There's one that I bought. Yeah, headlamp is the way to go.
Headlamp's the way to go too. I mean, like,
and those Olights have headlamps as well.
Yeah.
There's one that I bought last year that Nebo is the brand that I bought, but there's a Primos version of this too. But it's
Nebo's what we got. That's what Dad bought.
Yeah,
those are good brands. But this one, something about the light, it flashes so that when you're blood trailing a deer, the color red pops out, and it almost makes it glow.
Huh.
And the only problem with that, though, it doesn't work as good as you would hope it would, because you don't realize how many red leaves are on the ground until you're using this thing. It's outrageous.
Everything's popping out.
It didn't work as good as I hoped it would, at least in thick cover.
Yeah, but that's my 5.
All right. So are we done? We went through it?
So I didn't give my 5, but...
Oh, yeah, we had to come back to your 5 because
I was trying to...
You chickened out of saying clothes again.
Well, yeah. Clothes is my go-to.
Yeah.
I can tell you what kind of clothes to wear if you want to wear something nice. But I'll be honest with you. So this is one thing I never leave the house with, and I'll give you one real quick.
This guy out.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. This is something that I never leave the house without. And Ashley knows it. You can ask my wife.
His milkshake.
It's something
because it brings all the boys to the yard.
That is a good one.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But I never leave the house without it. You can ask my wife. It's very small, very minute, but I think your guy would very much appreciate it. And what are you looking at me like?
We're on
I would
edge.
just-
I want to know what you're about to say.
It's very minor. We're
It's
just
not.
waiting.
It is a clothing part, but it is very effective, and it's not a clothing part to make you look good, to look bad, whatever. This is just something that will save your butt in the deer stand time after time again. It's very effective, but you may
Say
not think
it.
it is.
I mean,
Say
yeah,
it. My God.
his mouthpiece for when the scope hits him in the mouth.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways. So what it is a neck gaiter. A neck gaiter. Can't talk. A neck gaiter. I never leave the house without a neck gaiter. And now that's for cold weather.
Where's your net gator right now?
I'm talking about the deer woods, the duck blind, the deer woods.
Duck blind. I will say it is critical in the duck blind. I love
Duck blind, deer woods. I never leave that. You can get some in the duck blind. We have a Sitka gaiter that we do wear. That's
Taylor don't know this.
That's pretty expensive.
This is new news to Taylor.
That's pretty expensive. But the neck gaiter we wear in the duck blind is a little thicker than the one that I use in the deer woods. But you can find them on Amazon. I found like a 4-pack for like $15 on Amazon. They're fleece. They're long. I'll put the link in the subscription. I'll put a link in the video that you
He
can
ain't
go
going to
to.
put a link. It's going to be me doing the link. How many videos have you edited, Jess?
Forget it.
Do you know what?
Forget it. I hope, number one, I hope the audience freezes to death in your deer stand.
Yeah, you know what? Forget the neck gaiter. I'm finna throw my stuff at the camera.
I hope y'all freeze to death. I hope it looks like you can't see.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, that's crazy. So we calling
gosh.
folks out now.
I hope you spill your coffee on the way to the deer blood. No.
Oh, jeez. That was good.
God.
Hey, net gators are good.
The neck gaiter is a good one. I will put a link in there that you can go buy. You can get the ones that I've got if you want them. But they're very effective. And the reason I do that is because a lot of the times the guys don't want to zip their jackets all the way up. Yeah. So I always just put it on. And also, I don't like to wear a toboggan because I like to be able to hear in the deer woods. The toboggan, I feel like
duck hunting too. It goes for everything. Yeah.
I mean everything.
You like to hear.
I like to hear in the deer woods. So it's something I can keep my ears open, but I can also pull up over my face to keep my face warm. My neck is warm. There's no wind going down my jacket because that's keeping it warm. It's just, I never thought before I started using the neck gaiter that it was that important. But when I started wearing them in the duck blind first and then in the deer woods, if it's ever cold outside, you can ask Ashley. I'm telling her, look, I can't go without the neck gaiter. We got to find it in the washing machine, the dryer, or under the dang socks, or in the clothes in the closet. We've got to find that thing because I don't leave the house without it. It is a lifesaver in the deer woods, so you can still hear and everything. So
I just like it for the concealment because I do use it deer
that's
hunting.
another reason. Yeah. Concealment.
I just feel more confident if I have that gaiter across my face.
Yeah,
that's right.
And gloves too.
And,
I like to use gloves.
Gloves. Yep. I feel like there's a lot of things that we could have also said that were small things that, that we didn't get to or anything like that. But I think there's a lot of different.
So we're running on probably about an hour right now, roughly. Yeah. Y'all want to throw out like quick fire some honorable mentions?
Yeah.
I don't have anything on the top of my mind, but if there's something that y'all wanted to mention, we could quick fire.
Well, do you have anything?
There's some clothes that.
Yeah, I'll think of it on the way home. Be like, I should have mentioned this.
Hey, I made a joke about Burlebo a while ago when Jansen was saying clothes, but any of that clothing line, that would be good. Those camouflage, that duck style camo, I think it is.
What about like
any of those shirts?
Your bow hanger for like if you're in a tree or anything like that. That's a small thing that you can get.
Oh yeah.
You screw into the tree and tree stand or anything like that.
We tried to do a good job of picking gifts too that were not outrageously expensive.
Yeah. Now we could go deep off into these. We could really get your your bank account hurting.
You can't go wrong with any type of gun. I reached out
there with a choke. Like you could do all kinds of different things on.
You can't go wrong with any type of gun. Obviously, a saddle.
Yes,
saddle. You can't go wrong with a saddle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any deer stand, ladder stand, lock-on stand, saddle. If my wife come home with any of that, I'd be like, that is great.
Yeah.
A cap is good. I always like getting a hat.
I will tell you this. On the clothing brand stuff, if you don't have any I don't know what you call them, but anyways, I wear extra tough. But if you don't have any ankle boots, if your guy don't have any ankle boots that are extra tough, I think Dive Bomb Industries have some that I really like that I'll probably get next time. You got Sheen that makes them. I think there's a lot of people that make them. Those things, Talon's got some on. Hold them up. You got them. A lot of guys have these already, but if your guy don't, and you can always use a new pair. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If Ashley come in, I think I got 2 pair at the house. If you come in with a 3rd pair, I'd be like, that's great. Yeah. That's something also that is a lifesaver to feed the dogs at night, to take the trash out, to go hunting in. Talon, he bow hunts in his a little bit. I bow hunt in mine, especially when it's kind of warm. And you don't want to wear your knee boots. You don't have to, you don't have to go through a whole lot of high water. It keeps everything warm and dry. I think that's a good one to do. There is one thing I want to tell y'all. If y'all want to dig deep into the weeds and y'all want to get your guy something that he would really appreciate and really like, this is a waterproof bag. Dive Bomb Industries makes this bag.
Great bag, by the way.
Dive Bomb Industries makes this bag. I'll put the link in the video. You can check this out. If you want, this bag is about $200 to $300 on the internet from Dive Bomb Industries. You can't get it on. I don't believe you can get it on Amazon or nothing like that. Dive Bomb is a duck hunting brand, but for deer hunters, turkey hunters, or duck hunters,
this guy,
if he ever did it with us, he'd be hooked he'd be hooked.
Love it.
But anyways, so this bag is waterproof.
I might would have been hooked if that one time I went, y'all didn't let me borrow waders that had a hole in them.
And you went to Alabama.
Yeah, you got to go to Arkansas with us one time.
Duck hunting, though, it's where you shoot at these ducks that go over, Taylor, with a shotgun, Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. He may want to shoot him with his bow. That's pretty impressive if he can do that. I've seen people do that.
He's a bow
But
guy.
anyways, with this bag, it's waterproof. It's very rugged. He can throw it around. Or if the guy travels in his job, he can use that. That's what I use mine for. When I travel, when I throw things in, when I go on hunting trips, especially when I go to Arkansas, things get muddy. I don't give a crap where you're at and what you're doing. You can step out of your truck, and somehow when you get back in your truck, you got mud on you. This bag is very, very rugged. Keeps your stuff dry. I'll put that link in this video. And if you want to go expensive for your guy and get him something that's kind of expensive, that costs, that says, hey, I care about you, I want you to carry your stuff good, that's a good bag to get.
All right.
I guess that's my number 5 and my hot shot right there.
All right.
Hot shot. Got shot.
Get him a duck dog while you at it.
Yeah. Quack rack.
If you really want to get into the duck dog stuff, give me a call. I'll help you train him.
duck hunting, you can get duck hunting. You can't buy enough stuff. Quack rack, from spending thousands of dollars to $6. There's all kinds of stuff out there.
Oh yeah.
Well,
let's wrap it up.
All right.
I think that's all I got. If you have any questions, or if you've got something that you got for your guy, or you have any ideas that you think, well, I don't know if this would be good or not, drop in the comments.
Hey, you know what?
If you're trying to be private, DM us.
Yeah.
DM us on Instagram, on Facebook, anything like that.
Absolutely.
If you're trying to be private.
I think that's a good way to get an extra entry into this. We're going to reward you. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, you get an extra entry if you will comment below a gift that you think that we left out, that you think we should have said.
Yeah.
Is that good with y'all?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Good. All right, so that will get you an extra entry.
So if you do that, if you comment on Talon's hair, number 1 entry.
Oh.
If you comment on Talon's hair, and that's all you do, you get 1 entry in to win the Vortex. If you comment on the Talon's hair, but then you also comment on the
Jansen's clothes and Taylor's AR-15.
No, if you comment on Talon's hair and then also comment on the gift that you think we left out, or a gift that you think would be good and you want our opinion on. If you do that,
and also subscribe. You have to be subscribed.
You have to be subscribed on both of them comments. If you subscribe on one, whatever, and you subscribe on the other, you just got to subscribe. Anyways, either way.
Subscribe on one and subscribe on the other. What are you talking about?
You don't. You just subscribe once.
Yeah, you just subscribe on our
Either
page.
way, you got to subscribe and comment on Talon's hair, or comment on the other.
If this is confusing, I'm going to.
We got too far off into that.
Yeah, wow, the explanation.
Guys, I don't even know how to enter.
Yeah, look, let's restart.
I'm not editing this thing. We already got to edit this car horn out that went.
No, that was crazy. Buddy,
was a constant
nuts. That's crazy.
Constant.
Get to it
for about
Gary.
12 minutes.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have that, Gary.
Listen, they don't know this because I tried to edit it, but it never goes easy.
Yeah.
There's always a dog barking,
Oh,
a
yeah.
kid crying,
Yeah.
a car horn.
We put a lot of time
something.
into this stuff.
We do.
I tell you, I'm about to cuss these guys out. I'm about to cuss them out. We gotta shut these cameras off.
My hands hurt so bad. I'm on that computer.
Yeah, Jansen texted me the other day. What do we use for thumbnails? Canva.
Yeah, Jason's over here telling you to subscribe on each comment. He didn't subscribe to our YouTube channel.
This is
Subscribe on all 3 comments. All 3.
this is Jansen.
I don't know how many times I have to subscribe.
This is Jansen.
My computer's about to blow up.
This is Jansen. I'm gonna leave a link below. I'm gonna leave a link below.
Yeah, click the link below. I'll put it in there for you.
I'm going to send the link to
Every
Taylor,
time.
and Taylor
Every
will
time.
leave a link below.
Every time I look at Talon and go,
Yeah, what is he talking about? Each comment, subscribe to each comment.
Hey, I'm dead.
oh man, we give each other a hard time.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
All right. Enter for a chance to win this Vortex rangefinder if you haven't already. Just make sure you're subscribed and comment on Talon's hair. And then leave a comment below about a gift that we might have left off or you wish we would have covered, whatever. Anyway, so that's going to be a test of seeing how many people made it to the very end.
Yeah, and
if
you
you made
only
it to the very end, God bless you.
So you only get 2 entries,
2
right?
entries.
Yeah,
Yep, 2
two.
chances at entry.
2 entries. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And just make sure you're subscribed.
Best of luck.
And we will
Be watching Facebook. I guess that's where we'll announce.
Yeah, we'll probably
Well, also on YouTube if you and
we'll make a Facebook announcement, but we'll also post it on YouTube or we'll make a video.
we'll make sure you guys know.
Yeah. We'll probably make, if I had to guess, we'll probably make a YouTube short. Now I want to make sure everybody sees it. We'll make a video saying that this is
And so
the giveaway winner.
So you know too, we don't have any friends that we're just drawing a hat out, drawing a card out of or anything. We do a drawing, and usually Dawson, Taylor's little boy, is the one that does the drawing. He has no clue who anybody is. He has no clue about any of that. So he draws the name out, so it's totally fair. We're not biased on any of this. So just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah.
Y'all are each other's only friends, anyways. And I don't really have any, so, I mean, we don't have no friends anyhow.
If you put that PlayStation down, you might.
Yeah, well, I don't need them.
All right. If you have made it this far, thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you. I think it's time that we sign off, though.
Yeah.
All right. I hope that you got something out of this episode. I hope that you have some good ideas for Christmas gifts coming up or birthday gifts whenever you're watching this. And we'll catch you next time on the Outcast Hunting Podcast.